What is going on, everyone? And happy Ruby Tuesday. We are back. The Blitz Breakdown. I'm Eric Rube from the Providence Journal, recording Blitz Breakdown after the playoff week. WPRI 12 Plus app. Hope you're checking it out there. And if you missed it there, you can watch it on the ProvidenceJournal.com website or up on YouTube. I am joined here today by my colleague who dresses like I should, Jake Russo, Providence Journal. How you doing, Jake?
Thanks for having me back. Week 3 or week 4 for me. I'm essentially a recurring guest here.
You're a TV star now, Jake.
But you know what is more important than me? We got Jillian back on the 1s and 2s.
I mean, honestly, like everyone found out this week, something that we've known secretly behind the scenes. Super producer Jillian.
She knows ball.
She knows ball.
Jillian, let's get an overhead cam. Let's say hi.
There's Jillian.
There she is.
There's Jillian. Shout out to Cranston West students playing along. I heard a lot of Jillian knows ball, Jillian knows ball, Jillian knows ball, because I did not pick the Falcons to win that game, and Jillian did. And it was a big hit, and we're going to have more of that coming up later. Jillian's picks are the ones everyone really cares about. Sam Knox going to be joining us, WPRI 12 Sports Director, going to be joining us for that last segment as well. But first, we're going to talk a little bit about this weekend's games. The second segment, we'll be talking about the semifinals. And, I mean, let's just start with the weekend. And I guess I just started talking about it. We might as well jump into Cranston West, Portsmouth to start. And I was there in Cranston, and it was fun to see good football.
Right. The lights went out there for a second.
Literally.
Cranston West, but the lights are very much on the Falcons right now. They were 4-5 against Portsmouth, but it felt like Portsmouth may have been the favorite in that game, and Cranston West showed up and showed out and are advancing to the semifinals.
Yeah, the thing that impressed me most about the game was just the way Cranston West played defensively. They knew what Portsmouth was going to do. There was no secret. Run the football, run the football, run the football, and the West defense held up. They made a couple big stops when they needed to when it looked like Portsmouth was about to score and take momentum. And the biggest defensive stand of the game, Portsmouth had scored on their first drive in the second half. Cranston West gets forced to punt. It's like, hey, momentum shifting. They get the stop and kind of was able to close the thing out. This kid, Jonathan LaRue, is a sophomore quarterback. He showed a little something in this game, and it was a pretty impressive win. Unbelievable environment. Game went a little long, but that's more of a me problem than anything else. But good night of football to get things started in Division I, or at least from my perspective. But there was another big game going on in Warwick. We had Bill Koch from the Providence Journal was there. Hendricken with the shutout of St. Ray's. That surprise you at all?
I'm going to say no, because this Hendricken team knows how to win when it gets to November. And St. Ray's, they just got upset by Barrington in Week 8. I think just when the calendar flips, Hendricken knows run the football, play defense, and let the cards fall where they did, and that's what happened.
Well, how about this kid, Ryan Santo? Kind of just, I mean, he's been one of these young guys. He got a little bit of playing time last year. He's got the size. I think he's like 6'2". He's like a 200-pound kid. Like, he kind of broke out with Elijah Gurton, their star tight end defensive end. He's injured. Santo stepped up huge. 2 touchdowns. Koch said he was a menace coming off the edge. Like it feels like that's an addition at this point for this team. What does that do for this Hendricken team now as they keep rolling in these playoffs?
Isn't it nice to have that kind of depth? I mean, Elijah's out with a wrist injury. Santo steps up and, like you said, 2 touchdowns. Sophomore, I believe, correct?
Yes.
Played a little bit like last year, like you said. When you have that sort of buy-in and sophomores don't look like sophomores, that's how you win football games.
Yeah, we'll talk a little bit more about Hendricken coming up with our semifinal segment, and maybe with our picks. Maybe we'll pick that game. Who knows? Hendricken's got a big game, I guess, coming up. There was an upset, and we don't see a lot of upsets this time of year in this round especially. But East Greenwich not only came away with the upset, it was a bludgeoning, beating Pontigansett 35-0, a road win. That was the most shocking score of the weekend by far for me.
For you, I got to say, though, the Avengers have been playing really good football. Now, we will have a new champion in D3, but EG's been playing really good football. Pontigansett had a few injuries. I know the score might have been eye-popping, but the result, the win for EG, not too surprising for me. It was a 6v3 matchup, which is usually ripe for upsets. Just really proud of the EG kind of going to Pontigansett and getting the win.
Yeah, John George, such a terrific coach there. When he has a team that's loaded with talent, we've seen what he can do. And this is kind of a different team. They're smaller, but he's getting them to execute and believe and play into this system. They had an injury to their starting quarterback, Mark Bradshaw, a promising sophomore, who's been playing well. And this kid, Owen Lane, I think that's how you say his last name, he stepped up. 250 yards. Clearly, they watched the film on what Classical did to Pontiac and found some weakness in the secondary. They might not have all-state receivers, but EG's got a bunch of dudes who can athletic, big, and can make plays. And all of a sudden, they're kind of looking a little feisty now in this D3 playoff, and it's going to be interesting to see how they're going to battle now going up against Mount Hope on Saturday in Warren on grass again.
We're going to talk more about that game later, but another upset but not so upset. Scituate takes down Smithfield in Smithfield. What were your thoughts on the Spartans?
I mean, they were coming off a tough. They had a tough game against Narragansett where it looked like they were going to win. They weren't able to finish it out. I'm impressed with what Situate's done. David Hansen. I mean, this team. I thought they were going. I mean, I'll be honest. I thought they were going to stink. Like, that's just it. I just thought they were going to stink. They lost like a billion seniors from last year's team. Super young. There's no way they could compete. And these kids every week are showing up. It's Rubiano, Dumont, like. Their offense is working. These guys are playing together, and for that team to be that small and win a game against a defensive-minded team, it looks like they played a little bit of defense themselves in this one.
Well, not even that. I charted their game-winning drive. It was like 12 plays, took essentially like 10 minutes off the clock. They converted a couple third downs, a fourth down, and Dumont piles in for 2 yards for the game-winning score. They ended up scoring again to put the game out of reach. But that Narragansett game, we'll go back to that for a second. If they had come out on the winning side of that, I think we're looking at Scituate a lot differently than we are now.
Yeah, it's from the start of the season to the end, or to this point, it's been amazing just to watch this team. They're that team that's kind of hanging around. You're like, oh, they're not going to be able to done. I was there at the end of the Davies game when they lost, and it's like, oh, they're all right, they're okay. But like, this is an eye-opening win, and I feel for the kids, the players at Smithfield High School. Obviously, there's stuff going on there that supersedes sports, and I don't know if that was a distraction or what happened there, but like that is, it's a tough season for N, and like some of the kids on that team, they played hard. That team I thought had a chance if they won that game to keep going on, but now it's Scituate moving on with an impressive win, and the semifinals are going to be fun. But like we looked at the rest of the quarterfinal matchups. Yeah, we're not talking about them because what do we do here? What are we doing,
Eric?
now?
To use one of your lines, I would rather pour bleach in my eyes and watch some of those games. They were so bad, and I think an easy fix is to just cut it to 6 teams. The first 2 seeds get a bye. A lot of the 1-8, 2-7 matchups were just not competitive, and quarterfinals as a whole, it wasn't too long ago that D3 and D4 went straight into the semis. I seriously don't think that's a hot take to just abolish the quarterfinal round for a lot of those.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more there. Like, making the playoffs should matter, and let's not just hand out spots to the 7 and 8s. Like, let's go back to the old system because it was working, and it sets up for a better semifinals. It makes everything more exciting, which is what this next segment's going to be. Where me and Jake are going to take a little break here. We'll be back breaking down what should be an unbelievable semifinal week of football here on the Blitz Breakdown. What is going on, everyone? We are back here on the Blitz Breakdown, the WPRI 12 Plus app. I'm Eric Rube of the Providence Journal, dressed like the Kool-Aid Man today, joined by Jake Russo, dressed like a 40-year-old lumberjack. Jake, semifinal round. We are here. We are ready to go. I'm getting pretty pumped for it. I mean, we got to wait a little bit. We're filming this on Monday and 3 days away for playoffs. You excited?
I'm very excited. We'll start with the big one. Hendricken, North Kingstown, in North Kingstown. If there was ever a year for the Skippers to make some waves, it's this one.
Yeah, and I look at this game and I think, like, we're not going to get into the picks now. We'll save that for the third segment. But, like, the biggest thing for me, North's a better team, right? But there's this thing about, and you, myself, Bill Koch, we talk about it. You have to beat a team first to know you can beat them, and I think that's the biggest thing. Like, they've beaten LaSalle in the past, so they have that confidence going up against LaSalle. But Hendricken's a different animal. We've already seen the Hawks do weird things this year, and I feel like the Hawks should lose this game, but they're still hanging. I think teams are still kind of worried about them.
You're playing Hendricken, but you're also playing the Jersey.
Yeah,
you're very much playing this beast who has continued to dominate when the calendar flips, like I said earlier. But man, Nick Stafford he's on a heater, isn't he?
Yeah, and that's going to be the thing. Is I think this is the first year that we're like, North Kingstown's the team that looks like what Hendricken used to look like, and I'm curious to see though in those moments when the game gets tight, can NK stand the pressure? Or will that in the back of their heads click? And again, like, Hendricken's going to find anything we say on here, anything anyone writes anywhere, to post that up and say, they don't think we can win.
Right.
Like, if I say, like, I'm going to say Hendricken cannot win this game, they're just going to clip that part, not anything else.
Not everything else.
And then that's just going to go out there, and
Absolutely.
they're going to use that as motivation. But that's what Hendricken does. Like, this team, maybe they don't look like they have in the past, but this is still a good football team. They play hard on defense, and they can run the football, and that's how you win in November.
It's weird to say this, but, like, upsets happen by playing muddy football, making the game kind of gross, and I think that's how Hendricken would win this game if it's, like, 14-10, something like that, like muddy football, and that's weird to say, isn't it?
Yeah, they're going to write that score on their armbands now or something and find a way to do it. We're going to see how that goes. The other D1 final, though, very interesting matchup, especially with what happened on Halloween night. LaSalle hosting Cranston West, and the Falcons are going to be going into that with a lot of confidence on a 6-game win streak in that last regular season game. They beat LaSalle, and whoever the Rams are playing does not matter. Whoever was on that field does not matter. Cranston West still won that game. Is that confidence going to be enough?
100%. Or, I mean, we'll make picks later, but having that confidence, 100%, it will make a difference. I mean, the Falcons, they just beat Portsmouth on their home turf. They got so much energy coming into this game. I would think the Falcons, not necessarily playing with house money, but, like, they have nothing to lose.
Yeah, I ran into a LaSalle player who I'll leave unnamed right now, but I was talking. He said, "You know what, Rube?" He goes, everything you said was right. Cope and let us know about that. And that's kind of what the Rams almost needed, kind of a kick in the pants just to get ready for the playoffs. That they're not infallible. I think they're the best team in the state right now. But that having that awakening now, especially when your goal is to win a state championship, I think the loss is almost huge for them. Where, like, okay, now we know we have to work, stay locked in. These kids are focused and they're ready. For me, the biggest thing is going to be if they can run the football. And if LaSalle can run the football, I think they're going to have success this postseason. Moving down, we're going to go to Division II. We got I feel like this is like round 8 with these two teams. West Warwick taking on Westerly. And the Wizards are hot right now.
I'm so excited for this game. I know eyes in the state will be Hendricken, North Kingstown, but I am so excited for Westerly, West Warwick. I seriously think that game is right up there with Hendricken, North Kingstown. It's the 4th time they've met in the last 2 years. Westerly just lost on their home turf. Contrasting styles. I mean, everything about this game just makes me happy.
Yeah, and I saw a bunch of the Bulldogs were at the volleyball game over the weekend, cheering their classmates on as the girls won their title there. Congrats to Westerly and all the champions from this weekend. They're getting back healthy, and how important is that going to be in this game to have some? Because I mean, last game they got gashed for like over 300 yards rushing. Like, if they stop the runner, is Westerly winning this game?
If they stop the run, yeah, but that's a lot easier said than done. I mean, you got Petrarca, you got Andrew Chow. West Warwick just buys into this. We're going to beat you on the ground, and we don't really care what the favorite is. We're just going to go play our brand of football.
Yeah, I'm curious to see if it's. I mean, we know what Wesley's going to do. They're going to try to chuck it all over the yard. And if Husero, I think if he gets any time, this game's could be over fast. But I've been wrong about the Wizards a lot recently.
Say you're welcoming the Wizards.
Yeah, every single time I say, oh, they're going to lose, they just come back and win. So this is not going great for me so far. But we got some picks coming up on that. The other game, East Providence, South Kingstown, I can already tell you how this game's going to go. It's going to be a low score. This is going to be a matter of who can play defense in the red zone and who's going to run the football better.
Yeah, it's a 5:30 start at Curtis Corner Middle School. It might be over by 7.
Yeah,
it might be over by 6:30.
I mean, last week Dante Pano, we've been kind of casually joking about it. When are they going to use him? They're using him now, guys. They're using him.
Yeah,
they're using him. 226 against Lincoln. Yeah, he's going to be in line for 20-25 carries in this one, and this is going to be who wants it more, and that's the story of this game.
Yeah, have a day, Dante. Impressive performance against Lincoln, but like I said, ball won't be in the air at all. It'll be so much fun.
No, the Townies are going to play tough. Both teams are going to play tough. This is going to be old-fashioned football, and if these coaches, or if high school football in Rhode Island was smart, they would have scheduled this game on Saturday night to get more eyes on it, because there's just not going to be a lot of people there, because there's tiers to all these things. And moving down the tiers, we're going to D3. Johnston Classical, rematch late regular season game. I was there for that one. Saw how it worked. Both teams have good offenses. Classical's defense, though, I think is the difference in this one.
Yeah, Johnston, 28-14 win over North Providence last week. I think it'll be closer than what the game you just mentioned was. I mean, it has to be,
it's
right?
the playoffs.
It has to be.
Everyone plays better at this time of year. I think the lessons learned, especially with that Johnston coaching staff, they're so smart, and I can't overstate that enough. They're going to look at every little thing that happened in that game, and they're going to find something, and that's going to be key. I was there years ago. Johnston and Classical played one of the best postseason games I've ever seen. Johnston won at the end. It was like 45-42 or something. I can't remember the score. And I think this game could be headed in that direction. I don't know. We're going to find out which team's going to win, but I think we're going to see a billion points, both teams clicking, and it's going to come down to that last drive of this game. But it should be a fun one. The other one, East Greenwich, Mount Hope. I know what's going to happen in this one. Mount Hope is going to run left, run right, run up the middle. East Greenwich, do you want to stop it? You're going to have to find out fast.
Well, you just mentioned rescheduling games for appropriate times. Mount Hope, Saturday.
Saturday, 2:30. They don't got lights. They're playing at Kickamuit Middle School. It's going to be on grass. It might be a little bit muddy, and I'm going to be there, and I can't wait.
Well, they're the only game in town. I mean, that's just brilliant.
Yep. You're going to have all eyes on Warren, Rhode Island. Can't wait to drive out there again. It's very far from my house. Division 4, Situate, Narragansett, Thursday. Great scheduled game. Rematch of last time they played, it was close.
It was.
Is this going to be the same thing?
Narragansett won on essentially a walk-off. I do think it's going to be close. Situate, keep Narragansett off the field. They know that. Run the ball 100 times. Don't let Narragansett back on the field.
Mariners got to come out hot. They got to score first, got to score early, build a 14, see if they can get a 2-score lead, and then just hold on.
Right.
But it should be fun. Last game, Davies North Smithfield. This game should be Saturday night because I want to see this football game more than anything.
100 points in this one, right?
A billion. It's just going to be a track meet, and it's going to be a very fun football game. Whoever makes the most defensive plays in that is going to end up the winner. It's going to be a fun weekend of semifinal football. And we're going to have to pick some winners soon, which is what we're going to do. In our next segment, we'll be back in 2 minutes. We are back here on the Blitz Breakdown. We should rename this segment Jillian Knows Ball because that's what this is all about. We are making our picks for the semifinals. I'm Eric Rube with the Providence Journal. Jake Russo, my coworker from the Providence Journal, and joining us, Sam Knox, making his Blitz Breakdown debut. He is the sports director here at WPRI 12, the host of the Friday Night Blitz, the greatest high school football show in the history of Rhode Island.
We have fun.
Sam, you ready to make picks today?
I am ready.
Oh, you are going to get torched, brother.
Oh.
You're going to get more torched than I have been because of your wagon thing you did to me. Jillian, super producer Jillian, she's going to be making picks. Let's get this party started. We're going to start. You know what? Let's get started with the big one. Why not? Let's just get started right in Division 1. The game we're picking, Hendricken, North Kingstown. Jake, start us off.
Like I said earlier, North Kingstown, this is your year.
Mm-hmm.
But give me the Hawks.
All right.
Yeah.
Sammy Knox, it's a home game. Are you going to be there?
We will be there. I have Bishop Hendricken.
You're taking Hendricken too. Wow.
Because, look, here's the thing. It's going to be a battle. Which running back is going to go off? You have Nick Stafford, Jeremy Seedy, or or the other Jeremy.
It's going to
Jeremy
be
Dennis.
A Jeremy or Stafford.
Yeah. So I mean, it's all Hendricken always wins these big games. Until I'm proven otherwise, I'm taking the Hawks.
Yeah. Here's the thing, Sam. Here's what we're going to do. This isn't the Hendricken team of old.
Oh no.
Hawks have some injuries. They don't have the size. Their offense isn't running right?
Mm-hmm.
They have the best player on the field, Jeremy Seedy. We all know that. Nick Stafford, by far, having the best year of any player
He really
in the
is.
state.
Yeah.
Chris Charnell leading this defense.
Mm-hmm.
Tally Watson killing it off the edge. This is a game North Kingstown. Yeah, they're going to win. They're at home. There's going to be 1 million people there. I'm taking the Hawks until the Skippers actually win this game. Hendricken for the win.
See, that's what I'm saying.
Super producer Jillian.
I disagree. I'm going to go with NK.
Jillian knows ball. Oh, I just yelled at the mic. She's going to yell at me for that.
Yep.
My heart is racing now. Jillian, the lone wolf here.
Roll skips.
This is why, Gonk, as they say. Gonk. Remember that, G-O-N-K. Took me a while to figure out what that means. We're going to move on to Division 2. West Warwick, Westerly.
Sam?
You're a beach guy.
I am a beach guy, and I'm going to go with Westerly. The reason being, Landon Husero, what a stud he is, and also his supporting cast. Right, you got Caleb Williams, and also they won 61-0 against Coventry. They are rolling. Husero can chuck it. I have Westerly winning this game.
Hey, Jake, you know what Sammy loves more than being an awesome TV star every week? He loves points, and that's what I think he's looking for here. What do you got in this one?
Yeah, 61 is eye-popping, Sandy. But
Yeah.
Look, I've gone with Westerly too many times against West Warwick. I was just at West Warwick the other day. Give me the Wizards, run the ball, play defense, go win a championship.
Andrew chose good. Yeah.
Those three things.
Mm-hmm.
All right, here's the thing. West Warwick beat them in the regular season. We saw that, right?
Yep.
They've owned them. West Warwick has owned them this year. They beat them in big games last year. Andrew Chow, Petrarca, this 1-2 punch. Wesley's got to deal with this all game long. They had trouble stopping it. Guys, on Sunday I was at boys soccer.
Mm-hmm.
Championships. Unbelievable, minus the rain. Didn't love that.
Yep.
But you know what it reminded me of? How much I hate flopping. I said before last week, whoever wins that 4-5 game was going to win the Division II Super Bowl. And I think I'm going to stick to it. No, I'm not. I'm taking Westerly to win this game.
Whoa. Eric, what are we doing?
That's a yellow card.
Come on now.
I'm taking Westerly.
I love how you have the
I
cards.
got a yellow
Listen.
card on this.
Listen, their defense is getting healthy. Landon
Come on
Hustro's
now.
the best quarterback in the state.
Yep.
Dan Cummings having himself a year. Calvin Hill, this run game, everything is coming together. West Warwick should win this game, but they're not going to. This is going to be Bulldogs to the Super Bowl. Flip-flop of the century right there.
Wizards, I'm rolling with you. Don't let me down and let Eric hear it again, please.
Well, there's one person everyone wants to hear from, and that's super producer Jillian.
I'm going to pick Westerly.
Whoa. Okay.
West Warwick is going to have a Jillian doesn't know ball sign ready to go in that one. We're going to move down to Division III, Johnston Classical. Big game. Sammy Knox loves points.
Love points.
Who are you taking in this one, Sammy?
I'm going with classical. Parker Halley, great quarterback. Bam Adebayo gets the retweet from Donovan Mitchell, right?
Yeah.
A few weeks ago. I trust Chris McCall in this game. Not nothing against Johnston, but taking classical.
Smart pick. Jake?
I'm going to take classical as well. I had home field advantage. There's no reason why they shouldn't score a ton of points. Not that Johnson can't do that.
Right. That's
But
the thing. Yeah.
this might be Purple's year.
Yeah, and a couple weeks ago I said Johnson had the best offense in Division III, and they did. It was running smooth, running great. Things have kind of changed. This game's going to be electric. You know what my favorite part is on Friday nights in Classical? They got this DJ comes out. He plays nothing but bangers. Banger, banger, bang. Everyone going nuts. Everyone's dancing. We're having a good time. He's going to have one song queued up for the end of this game because he knows how it's going to go. You know what it's going to be? Purple Rain, Purple Rain. This is a Classical win. This is a Classical win. Super producer Jillian?
I know.
Who you got?
Classical, of course.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
wow.
4 for 4.
Wow, the
Johnson.
Panthers are going to be angry on Friday
Johnson
night.
has all the bulletin board material now.
Yes, they do.
Are we going to give the bulletin board material to any of these D4 teams? Davies, North Smithfield, very interesting matchup. And again, points are going to be king. They've been playing a lot of Saturdays, so we haven't seen them much on the Friday Night Blitz.
Right.
Sammy, who are you taking in this one?
Taking North Smithfield. Ben Black. I'm taking North Smithfield. They're undefeated. I think they're going to keep it going.
That's an interesting pick. Jake?
I've been North Smithfield all season. You know that. No one sees more D4 football than me.
Who loves points? I know you love points, Harry.
I love
Give-
points.
Give me North Smithfield again.
Yeah.
Guys, in 2023, I had a conversation with Jeff Paiva. He told me, hey, we're young. We're getting beat now, but we got a good young group. He was right. And you know what I said? Like a dummy? They're going to win the 2025 Super Bowl. Here's something I didn't factor in. I didn't think Davies was still going to be an absolute factory. Jomar Lopes, Edgar Melendez, unstoppable. Terrell Barrows. This offense clicking. They know how to win. They know what it takes in big games. But here's the thing. Wesley Snipes once said, always pick Black. So I'm taking Ben Black and North Smithfield to win this game. It's going to be unbelievable. It's going to be a terrific Friday night in North Smithfield. Everyone to the Beef Barn after to celebrate. Jillian, who you taking?
I got to go with North Smithfield.
Wow.
That's 2 straight 4 for
I know.
4s.
Tell you what, based off last year's Super Bowl pick I made, we may be getting 4 clown T-shirts next week if they win this game.
Yeah.
Sammy, Friday night. You ready for it?
Ready to go, ready to rock. Semifinal Friday. It's getting cold. Perfect fall football weather. Leaves are on the ground. It's a little damp.
What's the Blitz going to look like? What are we doing?
We're doing every game we can get to. JP Smallins is back in the mix. You know he's going to try and get a million games, and he always comes up in the clutch. We're doing a lot of good games. Obviously, we're going to be at the Hendricken game. I was actually just looking at the schedule before I came in here. Still TBD. Actually, I will be at Conley on Friday.
Get to some of the other games. Yes, there is another
Yep.
Super Bowl, another playoff going on, this D1 consolation game. We can't forget about those. We didn't make picks on there. That's on
Right.
me. I'll eat that one. But
That's fine.
they're still playing football. Guys are still playing
Yep.
football. That's great. Jake, what are you most looking forward to this weekend?
I already said it earlier. West Warwick. I'll be there.
It's going to be a good game.
Westerly's going to let me hear it if they win.
Yeah.
And I'm prepared.
You know what I'm looking forward to most? I'm looking forward to seeing good football weekend. Yeah, we're having fun out here. We're making picks. We're talking about this. But ultimately, good football. Awesome Friday Night Blitz show. Make sure 11:15 you're watching that.
Let's go.
And then we get to come back here and talk about how right or how wrong we are. Sam, thanks for joining us.
My pleasure.
Jake,
Thank you.
thanks for being here. Super producer Jillian, you're the best as always. Jillian knows ball. We know that, guys.
Yep.
Thanks for watching the Blitz Breakdown. We will see you on Friday night.